What are variables and data type in JavaScript? A variable is a box in which you can store different things. It can be your name, your date of birth, your dog name, your children name, anything you can store in this object. And later on, you can access it and use it in JavaScript. You can use it in real application. And there are different kind of variables. It can be a string, which is your name. It can be date of birth. It can be your age, which is a number, or it can be a condition like boolean true and false. So in this lecture, we're going to discuss everything about data types and variables. Hello everyone, welcome back to this JavaScript Developer 2026 course. So today we're gonna learn one of the most important fundamentals in JavaScript, which is variable data types. What is the difference between primitive versus reference types, object arrays, and many more things. So let's start this lecture. So I just make these two files, which we're gonna use it for the demo purpose only. So first of all, what is a variable? You can say variable is an object which store values. It can be your name, your date of birth, your mobile number, anything you can store in that object. So there are three kind of variables we can make in a JavaScript. The first one is a var it is, but it is a old style to declare a variable. We are not using it anymore in the modern JavaScript. But just for the knowledge, so how we declare a var. So let's say I write a var, and this is how I declare a var variable, and then I need to give a name to this variable. So I can say like old style, and now I need to give a value to this variable, and the value can be a string like my name. It can be a number like my age. It can be anything like date of birth, anything you can store in this a variable. So just for the demo purpose, I will say I am wow. And now if I want to see it, I will do console.log and old style. If I save it, you can see it here, I am war. So this is very basic. So this is how you declare the old style variables in JavaScript. Now in modern days we use let. I will explain everything in later. What is the difference between var, let and other kind of variables. So now let's jump to let. So I will give it a name like we learned before. So I will say let a new style is equal to I am new. If I want to see it, I will do that again, console.log new style, and you can see it here, I am new. So till now the both are looking same. So now let's discuss about the difference between was and let. So the first difference is this old style var don't follow the rules of a block. So what I mean by a block, let's say in JavaScript we can make different kind of blocks, function, many more things which we're gonna learn later. But just for this video, let's say I make this block with these curly braces, and I give it if true, just write it here so we can run this block. Now here let's say I copy this and paste it here, copy this, paste it here. Now I declare these two variables, old style and new style, inside this block, right? So these two variables are not supposed to come outside of this block, and there are many reasons behind that. The number one reason is when you are working in big applications, you are not the only one who is working in that application. Many other developers are working in that application as well. So if they allow to access your a variable, that is not good for the development purpose, right? So same like, let's say if I want to console.log it outside of the block, let's try both. And if I save it here, you can say I am var. This is the old style. I am give this I am var. So the old style variable is still accessible from outside of the block, but the let variable is not allowed to go outside of this block. So this is the major difference why we use let, not var. So let's discuss about the third kind of a variable, which is const. Now, from the word const, you can understand the meaning of const is constant, the value which is not change in future. It can be anything like your date of birth. It's not going to change. Your name is not going to change. So I can say const my name is equal to Shezad. And now I know it's not going to change in future. So I will give it a name const. So no one can else change this. The name is just for example, it can be anything like a host, a website name, uh, confidential information which you don't want to change those other developers. So you declare that with const. So if I want to see it, I will see it here, my name and Shehzad is here. This error is coming from this new style which I'm trying to access outside of this block. So let's remove it, save. You can see it here now. Let's discuss about the difference between let and const. So we've already discussed about the difference between var and let. So this is allowable outside of block, this is not. So what is the difference between let and const? So let's say I want to give a new value to this variable which I declare from. So I will say new style is equal to updated value and my name is equal to updated name. So what I do so far, I'm trying to give the new values to these both variables, right? So let's try to console these two variables again. So I will do console.log new style and I will same do to my name. Let's save it. You can say this give me an error. Assignment to constant variable, which is not allowed in JavaScript. So these are the three major differences in all these variables. Var is accessible outside of block. In let, you can change the value. Let's say if I updated value, you can see it here, which I give to a let variable. And constant, we are not allowed to change the value of these. So these are the three major types of variable which we declare in JavaScript. Now there are two more kind of variables which we can create in JavaScript, which mostly we create in big applications, and those are objects and arrays. So let's discuss about those as well. So to declare object variable, we need to use let or const. So let's try to make a object with let, and in here you can, let's create a car. I will give it a name, my car. So to declare values to this variable, which is an object, we need to give like this name. I can say name of my car is BMW. Need to do a comma, and now model. Model of my car is 2023, and so you can add as much as you want. So this is the how we declare an object in JavaScript. So my car, and so where we declare an object. So we declare an object when the values are similar to each other, or you can say when we are declaring something which we need to enter the values, you can say according to that. It can be any person, it can be a car, it can be a house, like in house how many rooms you have, how many windows you have, it can be anything. So now if I want to see it, I can say my car dot name, and I will console.log it. So it will show me BMW. Let comment this for now. So it will show me BMW. If I want to see the model, I will write model and it will give me 2023. And now the thing is, I declare this car with the variable type of let. So we discussed previously that we can't change the value of constant, right? But it's not okay when we are creating object. If we create object even with constant, we can reassign the value of that object as well. So let's change it with const my car, save, nothing changed so far. And now let's say I want to change the model of this car later on. So what I will do, my car dot model is equal to 2024. Save it, and you can say it's giving me 2024 now. So that is the difference between object and normal variable. If I declare an object with constant, I'm still able to change the value later on. Now let's discuss about the last thing, which is an array. So where we declare an array, you can say array store list of items. So when you have multiple list, so you don't want to make so many variables, you assign that to a list. For example, the student marks, you can say you can create those in a array, or you can say how many cars you have, like how which kind of cars you have, BMW, Hyundai, like Mercedes. So you can create a array for that. So let's say I will create an array. Let a cars is equal to create array we need to use this braces, and then I will say my first car is BMW, my second car is Hyundai, and my third car is Toyota. I whatever, you can write it here. And if I want to see a car, let's say I want to see my first car. So what I will do, I will do cars this, and I will write it 0. So why I write it 0? Because these arrays start from the 0, not from the 1. So this is 0 value, this is first, this is second. So I will write it 0, and console.log, and here if we want to see the first value of car, I will write it 0, and you can see it here, it's showing me BMW. And if I want to see my second car, I will write it here 1, and you can see Hyundai. So these are now, so far in this lecture, we learned what are the types of variables which we can use in JavaScript. So basically we have three kind of basic variables. Var let const. Var is old style, we not use it anymore. Let is a new style which value can be reassignable. Constant is usable when we don't want to change any value. Other than this, we discuss about what is the difference between object and arrays, and how we declare object and arrays. Later on in this course, we will discuss many more things. So this is just the intro of this lecture, means the very basics. But later on, when we start our main project, when we discuss about Node.js, APIs, so these things will make more sense. So till now, hopefully you like this lecture. If you have any confusion, you can let me know in comments and I will get back to you. So see you in next lecture. Till then, take care.